Good day, my viewers. My name remains Okoriwo Mwabeze. In today's section of the class, I will explain this fraction question right on the board. Most exam questions come along with this. When this is present to students, good number of them don't know how to go about it. Some do know how to go about it, but at times the procedure they could take could confuse them the more. So in that regard, I am here to explain another technique that could help you not to fall into this trap of all you need to do is just to write solution. After you must have written solution, the next you should do is you select A, you just divide it, because if you check the thing, it looks like it has steps. Look at the top one, look at the lower one, and you consider the division sign. So you select A. Let A be 1 whole number 1 over 2 plus 1 whole number 2 over 3. And let B be 1 whole number 2 over 3 minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. And let your C be A divided by B. And you know that in maths, this same thing could be written as C equal to A. Instead of writing it as this, you write divided by B. So whichever method, whichever way you wish to place it, I have no issue with you. But after you must have done this, the essence of writing this pattern for you is to make it look simple, instead of working here, and trying to combine everything together. You might be confused along the line. So the best you could do is to separate their various parts together and work them accordingly. Alright, so since we have done this, we have to now write solving for A. So solving for A means we have to treat everything about A separately. Treat everything about B separately. Whatever the result is, we get our what? C. As simple as that. So it's going to be to solve for A, you need to recall that your A is 1 whole number 1 over 2 plus 1 whole number 2 over 3. So before you handle this A, in mathematics, if you have mixed fraction, you have to convert mixed fractions to improper fractions before you proceed to do what? To solve the given word fraction. Alright, so it has to be, we must convert 1 whole number 1 over 2 and also convert 1 whole number 2 over 3 to improper fraction. When we must have done that, it means that we are now ready for business. So when we do that, we find out that this implies that 1 whole number 1 over 2 is the same thing as saying 3 over 2, and 1 whole number 2 over 3 is the same thing as saying 5 all over 3. Now, since we have done this, it means that our A would then be, instead of writing this, we know that this has been gotten as 3 over 2. We've put down our plus, and this guy has been gotten as 5 over 3. So at this juncture, the next you should do in fraction, anytime you encounter addition, the first thing you should do is to make sure you get the LCM of the denominators. And the denominators for A here remains 2 and 3. So you need to specify it to find the LCM of the denominators. You must find the LCM of the denominators. The LCM here is nothing but 6. So 6 is LCM. I'll clean up the board to make room for more solvings. So we have converted this A to this. we've also gotten the LCM of the denominators for A, which is 6. And what you see inside this box is the original question. So what I should proceed now to do is to solve A. After solving A, I'll solve for what? For B. Alright, now we draw a line and put the LCM. The LCM is what? 6. Look at A. A is 3 over 2 plus this. It has been converted from here to here. So this LCM, which is 6, 6 divided by these 2 will give you 3. We said 3 multiplied by whatever this 2 is carrying. This 2 is carrying 3, so 3 times 3. So when we move, the next we could see is plus. Write it down. We say the same 6, which is the LCM, divided by this denominator here, which is 3. 6 divided by 3, the answer is 2. Write down 2, say times whatever 3 is carrying. 3 is carrying 5. We bring it down. Now we have 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 times 5 is 10 all over the LCM, which is 6. 9 plus 10 is nothing but 19 over 6. And this in turn gives us our A. So everything here has been baked and buried as a single number, which is 19 over 6. So for now, we have to calm down, but then solve for what? Solve for B, just like we solve for A. Right, solving for B. So you need to recall that B is 1 whole number 2 over 3 minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. Normally, we're supposed to convert 1 whole number 2 over 3 and 1 whole number 1 over 2. But thank God we have already done that when we solved for A. So it means that our B has been converted from being this to 5 over 3 minus, from being this, we'll have 3 over 2. Lucky enough, we must also find the LCM of denominators of B. When you write find the LCM, the LCM here is nothing but 6. LCM between 3 and 2 is 6. We draw a line, put our LCM, which is 6. This 6 divided by 3 is 2, times what this 3 is carrying is 5, minus this 6 divided by 2 is 3, times what 2 is carrying 3. We have 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 times 1, 3 times 3 rather, is 9, all over 6. 10 minus this, 10 minus 9 will give us 1 over 6. And you need to know that this is our B. So in summary, we got A as 19 over 6, and we also got B as 1 over 6. Don't forget that our C was supposed to be, our C is A divided by what? B. So in a nutshell, our C will definitely be, since our A is 19 over 16 divided by our B gave us 1 over 6. So I will clean up the board a bit, to give room to this wonderful explanation. This is the C, which is 19 over 6 divided by 1 over 6. Our interest is to solve this part. The moment we have gotten the answer, we have gotten C. And you need to keep in mind that in maths, division changes to multiplication. Anytime you are handling fraction, division changes to multiplication through inversion. What I mean by inversion is this 6 here will go to the top and 1 will go to the bottom. So we'll have C is equal to 19 over 6. This division will change to multiplication times this 6 will go up divided by 1. And this is something as writing 19 times 6 divided by 6 times 1. So this 6 can divide itself, divide the 6 here. We are left with 19 over 1, which is 19. Our C is nothing but 19. So this is the answer, very simple. When you are given this type of question, the first you do is to separate the questions into various word parts.